Aristotle was a Greek philosopher who lived in Athens during the 4th century BC. He was a student of Plato and is considered to be one of the greatest thinkers in the history of Western philosophy. Born in 384 BCE in the city of Stagira, Aristotle spent much of his early life studying and observing the natural world. He was interested in everything from biology to politics, and his curiosity and intellect led him to develop a wide range of ideas and theories. One of Aristotle's most important contributions to philosophy was his concept of logic. He developed a system of deductive reasoning that became the foundation for much of Western philosophy, and his ideas on logic continue to be studied and applied in fields such as mathematics and computer science today. Aristotle also had a profound impact on the fields of ethics and politics. He believed that people should strive to live virtuous lives, and he thought that the best way to achieve this was through education and habituation. He argued that individuals could cultivate good habits and moral character through practice and repetition, and that this could lead to a virtuous and fulfilling life. In the field of politics, Aristotle believed that the best form of government was a constitutional government that was based on the rule of law. He thought that this type of government would promote the common good and protect the rights of all citizens. He also believed that the best leaders were those who possessed a combination of moral virtue and practical wisdom. Another area where Aristotle made important contributions was in the field of metaphysics. He believed that everything in the world had a specific purpose or function, and that the ultimate purpose of human beings was to achieve happiness. He argued that happiness was not simply a matter of pleasure or material possessions, but rather a state of being that was achieved through the cultivation of virtue and the pursuit of knowledge. Aristotle was a prolific writer, and his works covered a wide range of subjects, including logic, ethics, politics, metaphysics, biology, and physics. Many of his works, such as his Nicomachean Ethics and Politics, are still considered to be among the most important texts in the history of philosophy. One of Aristotle's key ideas in his work on ethics was the concept of the golden mean. He believed that virtue was a balance between excess and deficiency, and that the best way to live a virtuous life was to find the mean between two extremes. For example, the virtue of courage was the mean between cowardice and recklessness. In his work on politics, Aristotle believed that the best form of government was one that combined elements of monarchy, aristocracy, and democracy. He believed that a well-ordered society was one in which all citizens had a role to play, and that the best leaders were those who governed for the common good rather than their own self-interest. Aristotle also made important contributions to the field of rhetoric, which is the study of persuasive communication. He believed that effective persuasion required a deep understanding of human nature and the emotions that motivate people. He developed a system of rhetorical strategies that are still used today, and his work on rhetoric has had a significant impact on fields such as law, politics, and advertising. In his work on metaphysics, Aristotle developed a complex system of thought that attempted to understand the nature of reality. He believed that everything in the world had a specific purpose or function, and that the ultimate purpose of human beings was to achieve happiness. He argued that happiness was not simply a matter of pleasure or material possessions, but rather a state of being that was achieved through the cultivation of virtue and the pursuit of knowledge. Aristotle's work in biology was also groundbreaking. He was one of the first scientists to study and classify living organisms, and his work in this area laid the foundation for modern biology. He believed that all living things had a specific purpose or function, and that these purposes were related to the overall balance and harmony of the natural world. He also developed theories on embryology and genetics that were centuries ahead of their time. In addition to his philosophical and scientific work, Aristotle also had a significant impact on the arts. He believed that drama was an important form of communication and expression, and he developed a theory of tragedy that has influenced writers and artists for centuries. Overall, Aristotle's contributions to philosophy, science, politics, and the arts have had a profound impact on Western civilization. His ideas and theories continue to be studied and debated by scholars, and his legacy as one of the greatest thinkers in history is secure.